Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Woo! I'm excited. I'm so happy with this. I love the DSP for March is 2024 Paper Pumpkin. So once again, March 2024's Paper Pumpkin alternative video number 4. Yes, and this is going to be a quickie. Here's my supplies. I haven't even written them down yet, guys, because Hank is going to have conference. So your spot this month was Garden Green, and that needs to go back in the basket in a second. This is a look at the instructions, and you can open it up. It's you know, this big thing here, and it gives you step-by-step instructions on how to create all the projects as they were designed. On the back, you have a QR code, which I still have not used to just see what it does. And then it gives you a visual of everything in the kit and the coordinating colors, which, are you ready? Because there's a lot. Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Berry Burst, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Very Vanilla. Whew, 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 whew. Lots and lots and lots. So these are those wooden bits. And thank you guys for commenting and giving me the feedback, because there's several of you who are like, not on board with these. I would like to know if there are those of you who are on board with using these on the cards. I really would. I'm not a fan, just not. This is one card base. Now, we did use already on this half on a card base, and we are using the other half on the card today. This is another card base, which I want to do this entire thing because it's just gorgeous, and I have no rhyme or reason. It's just how things ended up in here. You got adhesive back sequins, some glue dots, some dimensionals. You got these really neat, I haven't used them yet, but vellum in Gorgeous Grape, really thick cardstock vellum. You got 3 of those, and we got 5, 6, oh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this size. No. 3 of this size and 3 of that size. And then 4 of these with the gold, which I have used one of those. This is, I love this piece here, which I put it in a clear envelope. But this is, they started doing that they started giving us this year. Whew. And I love this. I love that now I don't have to try to show you what the stamp sets look or stamp them out. They show us and you get a clear idea of what they are. This one, Heartfelt Thanks. It's the little things that matter. Have a beautiful, I cut off birth, and I have a beautiful day, which I love. You've been on my mind. I also cut this flower apart right here. Birthday, I cut it right there. On the back, we have the other flowers, which I'm not the only one who cuts stamps apart. I kind of am thinking the same thing. Cut it here, and cut it here. It might, this one might lose a little bit of it, but it might be easier to stamp. So always a good thing there. All right, so we did this. We did this. We used already 1/2 of this part for a card, the trash bit. And I used 3 of those on a card. And I plan on either using this side or this side. Maybe both, we'll have to see. This is a beautiful card base, a little different. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and it's just lovely. This, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use it, but I'm not going to throw it away yet. That didn't come with the kit. This piece here was a trash bit, and I plan on using and making a card this size for that piece there. So let me stick all of these goodies back in. We'll leave that on top. basket. And what are we bringing to the table today? Well, I have some Mossy Meadow braided linen thread, which you could pull apart, but I want to keep it nice. I have a clear envelope, my mailer that I make, that's 3 3/4 by 5 of printer paper. I have a white card base, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. And then we are going to cut this down. This is going to be 4 by 5 1/4, which it just didn't get to. It just happens to be the size. It was almost to the size. One side. So there's 5 1/4. This is Mossy Meadow. Now we're going to cut this apart. I want to cut from this side because I want those trees, and this really does look lovely. This piece here needs to be cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Now I'm going to tell you, if you do not have the braided trim, you could do 3/8 of an inch of cardstock and get the same look. Well, you know what? Let's use cardstock. Why not? Why not? Let me see. All right. I'm going to get it to where there. That needs to be removed because now it's going to be easy for me to cut, because this braided trim, do you see that? It's 1/8 of an inch. So we need to cut 3/8 of an inch pieces here. Maybe I'll do 2 of these 1/8 of an inch pieces, and then in the center do the braided trim. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to combine the two so you can see it, what my idea is in my head. So we are going to glue the Mossy Meadow to the white. I do want the white border. Come on, glue. I was just using you, but I did forget the lid. I think we'll just pick up a new bottle in the container. I'll fart around with that one later. Please come out. Be nice. It's not really wanting to play nice. Something is stuck in there. Or the glue is just really cold, which it could be a combination of both things. So dig in there. I think it's just a combination of things. Little messy, but when you're paper crafting, it gets messy. And I don't want to turn the heater on because I won't be in my stamp room much. Conferences for Hank, and then it's out with my girl, my daughter. You know, I used to, once upon a time, she would ask me to go places with her, and I felt that she only did it to be nice, and that she really didn't want me going with her. I don't do that anymore. Anytime she asks me to go with her, I go, because I realize now she really does want me with her, and of course I love going and being with her. It's just, it took me a while because I just felt like I didn't want to overstep, you know, those bounds. But now I enjoy and cherish every single minute I get to spend with her. One day I know that I will not be there, and I want to be there in every moment that I can when they allow me. Now this one, we don't want to glue this on, but look how pretty that is on the Mossy Meadow. Just stunning. And we're not going to put a sentiment on the front. I don't think so anyways. But we are going to add. So we have our 1/8 of an inch, and I want to do them at 1/4 inch intervals. So we're going to start with this one, and I'm just going to add, try to do it as straight as possible. I'm just pulling my hand down, and And I'm going to add that little bead of glue. It's okay that it goes over. In fact, we can wrap it around just like we would ribbon, since it's long enough. All right, so those two little ends are just, this one might need a little bit more. Will it scoot any farther? No, it's okay. Next, we have the braided trim, which I need tear tape. So we have one, and it's just outside of the 1/4 inch mark. Oops, quit moving on me, paper. We can tuck that little bit around the side there. This one, you can fold it over and add some glue. So it's the same technique, but some are going to have paper. Just give those ends a little pinch. And this, there, I'm going to grab that braided trim. Some of you might have some of this. Maybe I need to add a little extra to the side to make sure it gets over there. Quit sticking to things. All right. Might help if I get it on there straight. So there we have it. Now we're going to clip the ends. And we'll wrap that around in a moment. This end is not straight. Don't ask me how I can see it, but I just can feel it. Now we're going to do the other one, and I'm going to use this grid over here. So I want it just on the outside there. Oh, that got really wonky. That's not going to work. That will work. All right. I could put the saying on front. We can do a saying, but first we're going to get this to be where it needs to be. So we need a dab of glue and a dab of glue. We're going to fold over the little bit of paper. Now, if you don't have the braided trim, just use 3 pieces of cardstock and scrap at that. That's all I'm using. All right, we need a little chunk, 2 on that side, just to secure our braided trim down. Now I could have also just added this on top of the braided trim. It would have held it, but it's already glued down. I can, look at that. Very, very simple. Just a little bit. Now we can do, where's my beautiful day? I really like that. Have a beautiful day. Or You're on My Mind would be great on this one. Let's see. I like that one. I'm getting into my stuff. See, You're on. This would be pretty down here, but I'm not sure it will, if you'll see it. We're going to add this bit to the inside of the card. I was saying if there is a little piece I could stamp onto to see if I'll be able to see it if I stamped it. Or I think we'll just go there. We could do it in the center. I really like it. I really like it right here, down here. Oh, we're just going to go for it. The worst thing I can do is try to cover it up, right? And that's not going to be the worst thing I've ever done. Not when it comes to stamping. Now it's going to be dark, so it's not meant to be really bold. Let's give it a second. We want it, I want to keep with that mellow moss theme. Oh, it does show up. Look. So now we can glue this down. Okay, that is not going to work for me as far as like sitting here waiting for the glue to come out of the bottle. Remember, I used to be able to make X's. I don't know. I think it's just because the temperature is so cold. Now, we can use those adhesive-backed sequins. They are not my favorite embellishment, but they are flatter than most, and they're not going to cost any extra postage. So let's go ahead and I think, do I want to do like, I don't know, 1, 2, and 3 just down here, and I want to use the wee little ones here. We're going to do one there. We can do a big one there. Big one there. We're going to put one there to start with anyways. We can do a large one there, and we're going to do another big one right about there. So there's our embellishments. And put those back in the bucket there. Now let's work on the inside. So we're going to put this in the inside, and it's a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to use my grid and just scribble, scribble, scribble. This is easiest for me, especially doing a video, but I think I did it that way anyways, because I just found I would get glue on me by putting it on there. So that's our little added detail. Now, this says, have a beautiful day, but I noticed that there's a little bit still left over from the H, from the birthday. So I got to do a little bit more surgery on it. Try to clean it up. There's this little bit, like right here, that tends to get marked. Do I regret cutting this stamp up? There is no way. I love the saying, have a beautiful day. I really do. And I think I will get more. Oh, please don't let me have just ruined that. Let's see. Let's do a test. Oh. Nope, it's perfect now. Yes, 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 yes. It is. It's perfect. Have a beautiful day. It goes so nicely with You've Been on My Mind. Have a beautiful day. And our mailer. Now, our mailer, what are we going to do on the mailer? We want, we can do the flower. Yeah, we're going to do the flower. So I'm going to do it over here. I know that some people are like, well, it goes down there. Yeah, but it's going to go way down there. Then we're going to use Highland Heather. And then we're going to use the little itty bitty one with Daffodil Delight. But we're going to stamp off the Daffodil Delight. Where's that little, you guys saw the scratch paper, right? Even though I'm really not using anything, this was just meant to be a quick card. I'm not even using a Stampin' Pierce mat. And that's it. And let's get a look at everything once I close up these ink pads, because you know how it can be. Scoot all that aside. So our mailer is done, and our beautiful Have a Beautiful Day card. You've Been on My Mind. Have a beautiful day. Really simple up here. Now, the other thing I want to show you is I've been doing this. I want to show you that this is not going to cost extra postage. I think even my mailman, my postmaster, I should say, cannot fault me. Here is a official measuring template from the United States Postal Service. My old postmaster, Colleen, she gave this to me. So watch. It slides right through the slot. So it is not going to cost anything to mail it but one stamp. Ta-da! My goal. Make more visually interesting cards with less dimension for postage sakes, because why make a card if you can't give it away or mail it? And I do a lot of my cards, I mail them. So I want to be able to continue to do that. This side needs a little bit more glue right here. I can just see that. Okay, so I hope that some of you guys, you know, I don't mind paying the extra for the butterfly stamps or the school buses to get my card to where it goes. But I'm just trying right now. Finances are very tight. We have a lot of things this month coming up. And if I can save a few to end up in a better situation, I'm going to do it. But I'm still going to mail my cards out, guys. So thanks for watching, everybody. One other way you can step this up is add that Wink of Stella in the cloud cover. What looks like clouds on the card. And I'm trying just to reach and get into the white parts. And then I'm going to do what looks to be like a pond in here. And that's it. I don't want to, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does add a bit of sparkle on there. So very simple, subtle, but I still think very visually appealing card. As always, your comments. I would love to know your opinion, guys, and I honestly mean this. I really do. Even if you don't like what I did, that's okay too. I would still like to know. So thanks for watching, and please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.